This question is regarding liberalized remittance scheme. Liberalized remittance scheme. Okay, so make sure that what pattern of question is this. This is a ABCD question. Okay, since it is an ABCD question, you follow this rule that you read all the 4 choices and then only come to an answer. So in ABCD question, follow that rule. Read all the choices only and then finally decide what is the answer. So regarding this liberalized remittance scheme, okay, so make sure that when you try to solve an unknown question, that try to read the question carefully and just get an idea about what this question is all about. So this question is about something related with remittance. So what is this remittance? See, if you are an economic student, we heard about this, that India is the largest domestic remittance, India is the largest recipient of remittances. In the sense that the Indians working abroad send their earnings back to India. Okay, so in that sense we know about remittances. Now, in relation to inflow of remittances, the money which India gets, especially from the people working abroad, there is no restriction. An Indian working abroad can send all the money to India. Now, but this scheme is not about inflow. This scheme is about outflow of foreign money in relation to certain transactions in the balance of payment. Okay, so to answer this question, so something you need to understand that from the question itself is that this is something associated with outflow of foreign money, not in relation to inflow. Now we'll see it, okay, we'll see that what is this liberalized remittance scheme, and then we'll try to answer this question, okay. Now, this scheme was introduced in 2004, especially for individuals to remit money across the border. So the key word here is for individuals. Okay, so for institutions, okay, India is almost open, especially in relation to transfer of money. Okay, so in relation to individuals, India have opened a window in 2004, whereby they can remit money across the border. That is, it can transfer money from India to outside the country without seeking specific approval from the government. Okay, so before 2004, if you want to transfer money, for example, if your brother is studying abroad, you require foreign money. Okay, and if you want to transfer money from foreign currency abroad, you require the approval. But from 2004 onwards, this scheme have been introduced, and the term here mentioned clearly, okay, it's liberal. So a certain amount of money can be foreign currency. This keyword is foreign currency. A certain amount of foreign currency can be transferred from India to other country without the approval, without the government approval. So this, even though it was introduced in 2004, but as time progressed, the amount which can be transferred outside the country without approval have been increased gradually, and finally that limit is the limit. So this was not initial limit, this is the present limit. Okay, so the present limit under the liberalized remittance scheme is for all resident individuals. For all resident individuals in India can freely remit 2,50,000 US dollars. Okay, not rupee, in dollars. So without government approval, $2,50,000 can be transferred outside the country by all resident individuals for every financial year. So this limit is for a financial year. In a particular financial year, all resident individuals can transfer money, foreign currency of value of $2,50,000 in permissible. Say it's not in all, so there are certain permissible current or capital account transaction. So here current and capital account means the balance of payment, current account and capital account. So what are the a permissible sectors in which, especially from the current and capital account, you can transfer money. They are, so remittances are permitted for overseas education, for travel, for medical treatment. So all these things will come under current transaction. Then purchase of shares and property, it is a capital account transaction. Apart from this maintenance of relatives living abroad, gifting and donation, again current account transaction. So just have an idea, it includes both current account as well as capital account. Certain permissible set of current and capital account transaction is allowed, and in a financial year, $250,000 can be remitted outside the country. So keywords here is all resident individuals in permissible set of current and capital account transaction. Limit is 250,000. Now individuals, that is this resident individuals, can also open, maintain and hold foreign currency accounts. So you can hold foreign currency accounts outside the country, that is in an overseas bank. For carrying out these transactions, you can open a foreign currency account outside the country in an overseas branch. But the rules do not allow remittances for certain purposes. For example, you cannot participate, you cannot trade in the foreign exchange market outside the country. You cannot use this amount for foreign exchange transaction. Okay, you cannot do trading in the foreign exchange market outside the country. You cannot use it for margin calls to overseas. It's basically related with trading in foreign currency, that is in overseas exchange. And also you cannot purchase foreign currency convertible bonds issued by Indian companies abroad. When Indian companies raises fund outside the country by issuing foreign currency bonds, Indian resident individuals cannot purchase it. Okay, so you cannot use this limit, that is $250,000 limit, to do, especially in simple you can say that okay, a resident individual cannot invest in foreign currency bonds issued by Indian companies. Plus, you cannot use this limit for trading in foreign currencies in a foreign exchange market outside the country. So these are the limitations under this liberalized remittance scheme. So this scheme is for individuals. Keyword is this scheme is available for all resident individuals for certain permissible set of current and capital account transaction. You need to have an idea what are those current and capital account transaction. And if a question comes, now you can easily answer it. Now we'll try to solve this question. Which one of the following statement is correct? Under LRS, that is Liberalized Remittance Scheme, all resident individuals can freely remit 250,000 overseas every financial year. Its statement is correct. Okay, there is not no controversial statement is there. The limit has been mentioned. It says that all resident individuals can freely remit overseas this much of amount. So I told you, so it looks correct, but I told you, you need to read all the choices since it is an ABCD question. Now choice B, it can be used for current account transaction. This remittances can be used for current account transaction. Yes, a permissible set of current account transaction is there, you can use it. It can be used for capital account transaction also, that is also correct. So A is correct, B is correct, C is correct. Now you just cross check it whether it is not correct statement. No, it is a correct statement. Now read choice D. All statement A, B and C are correct in this context. So that's why I told you, say in this question D is your answer because all the three statements are correct. So this can happen in ABCD question. Sometimes it will be none of the above. Sometimes it will be all of the above. Okay, so make sure that in ABCD question you read all the four statements and then come to an answer. Your answer comes here as D. So that's all regarding liberalized remittance scheme.